It's all the above, best believe we do it better. I want the fame, the fortune, all the above. I want the checks, the moolah, all the above. From Philadelphia to New York, all the above. Man, tell them other stations they don't do it like us. I want the fame, the fortune, all the above. I want the checks, the moolah, all the above. From Philadelphia to New York, all the above. Man, tell them other stations they don't do it like us. What up?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl Angel Marie from All the Above Podcast, and I am joined here today by Triple Threat Asia Holiday. How are you?
I'm well. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me, Angel.
Absolutely. So, how have you been? How was your weekend? How's everything going?
I am good. I am very caught up in my thoughts right now. My weekend was very busy because I'm in the middle of shooting a movie and pushing out new music and doing endless social media and photo shoots and all of the things needed to make all of this successful. So I'm great. I had a great weekend. And that's where my head's at with all the floating thoughts. But yeah, thank you.
I like a very productive weekend, I would say.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Are you ready to get into this interview?
I am.
All right. So, first and foremost, what inspired you to pursue a career in music?
What inspired me? I think my mom would put me in front of the TV to watch the greats when I was a little girl.
Mhm.
And she would turn on Beyonce or Michael Jackson, Dolly Parton, Whitney, and it always kind of felt like it was going to be something that I did growing up, being like that. I started writing at 3, and I started singing and humming around maybe 2, 1. So all of it was just really, really young. I guess maybe she saw it before I did, and she just was like, "Here, little girl, watch this," and it just felt right.
I love that. The fact that you had a melting pot that your mom introduced you to, so many different styles and different grades between Dolly Parton, Michael Jackson, Beyonce, like that. Those are 3 completely different artists, but of greatness in itself. So that already shows your mom was setting you up for success.
She's a smart woman, one of the smartest women I know.
And the fact that you were introduced to so many different genres, how would you define your sound as a music artist? What makes you unique and stand out from others in the music industry?
I feel like I was really lucky or blessed to have been born in Mississippi because it is so culture rich. I grew up listening to country 24/7 because that was my environment, but also R&B. But the funny thing is, when I would compete as a kid, I started competing professionally when I was 7 years old. And when I would go to compete across the US, the songs I did were like pop songs like Katy Perry or, just all of these contemporary pieces. And I ended up loving it so much that I was like, I'm going to be a pop artist. And I ended up taking that integration of country and R&B and that, I guess, what is it called? Foundational pop sound that we got in the 2010s. And I took all of those 3 because they are me, and I put them into my music, or I put it into one artist.
I like that. And adding on to that, what kind of message do you like to relate through music? What do you hope your audience gets out of it when they hear Asia Holiday songs?
I want them to, kind of like when you put on like Billie Eilish or Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande, you're going to hear great melodies and kind of turn up a bit. Or Billie Eilish, like, I know I'm about to cry and I'm okay with that. I want people to go, okay, Asia is an affirmation artist. I know that I'm going to feel uplifted in some way, even if it's a sadder song. There's still a messaging of empowerment underneath that, and I hope that they see that and they hear that and feel that when they absorb the music.
I love that. It'll give people a purpose to listen to your music. Now, you said that you grew up in Mississippi and you're now living in LA, correct?
Yes.
So how would you say your music has evolved since then? Because I'm sure the the music environment in Mississippi is completely different than life in LA. So how would you say your music has evolved? Have you adapted to like that LA life and culture style of music, or are you staying true to yourself?
Yeah, it's really funny. When I was in Mississippi, I did more musical theater. There wasn't as many recording studios and people pursuing music out there. You had, the occasional theaters on the street, but that was a lot more accessible for me. So I didn't really get my own sound until I came to LA. And when I came to LA, when I started music, I got tracks that I could from people in their sessions. And I was like, this doesn't feel like something that I would do, but I just need people to know that I can translate on record. So I would literally go at the end of people's sessions, and if there was like a track or anything left over, regardless of what it sounded like, it could have been a trap song or it could have been a slow sad song. It didn't matter. I was like, I am going to get my voice on this just so that I can pass this around to people. And in doing that, I started to figure out what I liked my or what I wanted my voice to sound like and what tracks complemented my tone quality the most. And as I began to develop, with my team and everything like that, I I found myself musically in ways that I didn't in Mississippi. So it was just brand new when I came to LA.
Yes, it's like that rebirth of Asia Holiday, right?
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Now, speaking of your music, you recently released your single Confidence on your birthday, February 26th. So happy belated. What was the reaction like from the public when you first released your first single, and what was that feeling like for you?
It might be my confidence. Is it obvious? Movie star, you watching it? How I'm popping it.
It was really overwhelming. I didn't expect to get that much love that soon. I knew it was gonna come, but to have over 100,000 streams
Wow.
within a few weeks on my very first song, I am it's funny, you asking me this question kind of like make it like hits you. Like I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. Simply put, it was a crazy, crazy reaction from my now fan base. So, yeah.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you, Angel.
You're about to keep the people wanting more because you have another single that you are planning to release on April 8th called One in a Million. So, what can people expect from this single?
Yeah, so One in a Million is kind of one of those affirmational songs similar to Confidence. It's talking about pretty much a girl who, at least from my perspective, a girl who didn't really realize she was one in a million at first, and then she becomes so convicted that she's one in a million. She decides that she's going to write a song about how unique she is. So a lot of the lyrics reflect that mentality that I had at the time. I went through a lot of life shifts and changes, and I guess my team is just making sure that it translates, marketing wise and visually, just exciting, but at the same time, true to the message of the song that we all are one in a million.
Yes, and I mean, you've been giving everybody snippets here and there, so it already sounds like a hit. So I can't wait, and I'm sure everyone else can't wait to hear the full project. And earlier we were talking about you being a melting pot where you're a triple threat, you listen to everything, you were introduced to so many different artists. But has there been a genre or a style of music that you haven't done yet that you're considering or would like to explore at some point in your career?
You know, I want to be an EGOT winner. So I want to have an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. So I think the genre, if you will, that I haven't been able to touch yet, on a larger scale is theater music. So hopefully we'll get to that in the next few years, but I'm gonna try to get this Grammy first. Get the
Yes.
Grammy, get the Oscar, get the Emmy, get all of that first. And then I'm gonna run after that Tony because I feel like that one's gonna be the most challenging. But who knows how it'll go.
Yeah, manifestation, speak into existence.
Yes, we
So
have
that you all heard it
to.
here first. She said ahead that she's gonna get that.
Mhm.
Now I'm curious, how do you stay motivated and creative in such a competitive industry?
Mm. I think for me, it's great to take inspiration, but not looking to the left or the right and being focused on my journey and my pace and my capability is how I stay motivated. And also reminding myself of my uniqueness and the gifts that I've been given and how I can personally bring value to this industry. The way I bring value to this industry is different from this person or different from this person, but we all have a part to play in entertainment and just understanding that I'm here to play my part and I'm here to cheer on everybody else who plays their part and just keep it peaceful. My middle name is Harmony, so I just want to keep harmony throughout all of this.
Yes. We need that, especially in this cutthroat industry. We need people
Yes.
who are a girl's girl, family person, like help her. We all family, help each other out.
Yeah. Yes. 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 1,000%. 1,000%.
Now, what would you say is the most valuable lesson that you have learned thus far throughout your journey in this industry?
The most valuable lesson is to be humble, is
Mm-hmm.
to be as equally confident as you are humble,
Pun
and to
intended.
be, pun intended, hey, you sound like a, and to be kind, to be extremely kind, regardless of who you're talking to, when, no matter what time it is, where you are, being kind. I'm so sorry. Being kind, being confident, being humble can take you so far. Character is everything.
Yes, I hope you guys are out there taking notes and listening because that's a gem right there. Now, throughout your whole journey since you've started, you can even say back from when you were in Mississippi, what has been your favorite or most memorable moment thus far throughout your journey in the in your music career or entertainment in general?
Mm, that's a fantastic question, Angel.
Thank you.
My favorite. I think I was around 12 years old. I had won a competition, and the winner of the competition got to sing live for all of the people who competed, all of their families, all of their friends. And I went up there and I sang Trouble by Taylor Swift. And it's actually on YouTube. And it was like, it was the defining moment for me when I knew I have to sing and perform live for the rest of my life. And it was the first time I just had a crowd go wild for me and me go equally as wild for them. Because usually it was just like competing. You win, you hold your trophy, you're kind, you smile, take pictures, and then you go away and then you get mean mugs on the way out. You know? But this was a celebration of me to them and them to me. And that concept and living that was irreplaceable for me.
I love
Yeah.
that. Adding on to that, something I noticed because I do my research. When I was scrolling on your page, I believe it was promo that you were doing for your song Confidence. And you were probably on some kind of trail because LA got all these mountains and hills. So we're shooting content, and a crowd of women was walking past you, and one of them recognized you from TikTok. And your personality is so infectious and genuine. Like you can literally feel that interaction with you and your supporters through the screen. And I was like, it just shows, and it goes back to what you were saying too, just remain humble, confident, and show support for other people and just show up. And I was like, you can tell that you're such a down to earth person and you're that type of artist. Whatever comes your way, which I hope is tenfold of whatever your goals are in this life, you're going to show up and show out because it's people like you who genuinely interact and care for you. Threw them in your video. You're just like, come and get in this shot. I was like, I love that because some people think that they're too big for their supporters, or no matter how big or small you are. And it's like, I just felt it. I just felt like I had to throw that in there. And it kind of just bounced back off of what you just said.
I mean, I feel like anybody who, look, I'm not going to talk about anybody else. I think the value of those who support you or who listen to you is incomparable. I think that the love that an artist should have for their audience should far surpass the love that the audience has for the artist.
Mm.
If that is not the foundation, I don't know how some people do it. I don't. I think if the foundation isn't a love for people and for their hearts and their ears and their minds, what is it for?
Okay, you better preach. And I hope that it transfers over to other people who may not have heard of you or your music. And just that simple video, I feel like that should get you 1 billion followers just off the strength of it. I was like, if this girl don't blow up, like that one video captured me. And I was like, it's just personalities and individuals like you where I'm like, they deserve everything that comes to them. Like fame, fortune, whatever you want in this life, in your career. I hope it comes. Because just off of that, it's like I interview a lot of people. And it's sometimes you can just see the energy where people are just doing it to hopefully just blow up one day. But you can tell that you genuinely love the art of music and entertainment and connecting with people. Like I just felt it all. So I just felt the need to have to give you your flowers on that.
Thank you, Angel. Your name is so fitting. Oh my gosh, you're an angel.
Oh, thank you. Now, before we wrap up, I need you to let us know what is next for Asia Holiday. Obviously, whatever it is that you can disclose. I know you have your new single that is coming out, One in a Million. Is there anything else that you have coming up that you can let people know about?
Yeah, so we do have an EP on the way. It is going to be called Walk of Fame, and it is one out of a few EPs. So there are rounds of music coming to warm up the public. And Walk of Fame is a small journey of my walk to fame. So Confidence will be on there. One in a Million will be on there. The next single is actually called Show Me the Money, which is coming out 2 weeks after after One in a Million. So much is happening. So much fun stuff is happening, and I can't wait to share more.
Ooh, you want to roll. Now, for everybody who do want to stay up to date with everything that you have going on and the things that you can't share just yet, how can they do that? How can they find Asia Holiday?
So you can find me on Instagram at Asia Holiday _. You can also find me on TikTok at Asia Holiday _. You can find me on YouTube at the same. And yeah, I think I'm pretty much everywhere. Twitter everywhere is Asia Holiday _.
Yes. And what about your music? Are you available across all streaming platforms?
Yes, I'm available across all streaming platforms.
Boom. There you heard it, guys. You have no excuse not to find Asia Holiday, not to find her music, support, all of that good stuff. And when you do, make sure you let her know that All of the Above sent you. But before you guys go, make sure you also follow us. We are available on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at _ All of the Above 1. That's how you stay up to date with everything that is going on with our show. And we are also available on YouTube. So make sure you hit that subscribe button at All of the Above Podcast. That is where you will see the amazing interview with the beautiful Asia Holiday and a host of other interviews that we have going on with celebrities, local artists, rising artists, local events, all that good stuff. And last but not least, make sure you also visit www.alloftheabove-podcast.com. That is where you will see all information on All the Above, so you have no excuse not to find, stream, listen, view, all of that good stuff. Miss Asia Holiday, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure chatting with you.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Angel. Y'all run it up. We love All of the Above podcast over here. Hello.
Y'all heard your girl. Make sure you got those numbers up and get these views up as well. And make sure you stream her music and get those numbers up. And I'm your girl, Angel Marie, and we will see you guys next time.
Wednesdays at 7, Angel Marie and Kevin playing the illest records, bringing us back together. Philly is all season, storming through any weather, leaving the track bleeding, way we pull it together. We applying my pressure, I am your new professor, teaching in some semester, pay attention to lessons. I like a chili pepper fresh out of Louisiana. It's all the above, best believe we do it better. I want the fame, the fortune.